If I offer you a freshly picked tangerine to enjoy, I think the degree to which you enjoy it will depend on your mindfulness. We each look at our tangerine, and we're invited to meditate on its origins. Not only do we see the tangerine, but also its mother, the tangerine tree. With some guidance, we begin to visualize the blossoms in the sunshine and in the rain. Then we see the petals falling down and the tiny green fruit appear. Now someone has picked it, and the tangerine is here. After seeing this, we are each invited to peel the tangerine slowly, noticing the mist and the fragrance of the tangerine, and then we bring it up to our mouths to have a mindful bite in full awareness of the texture and taste of the fruit, the juice coming out. We eat it slowly like that. Each time you look at a tangerine, you can see deeply into it. You can see everything in the universe in that tangerine. When you peel it and smell it, it's wonderful. You can take your time eating a tangerine and be very happy. Thich Nhat Hanh. It was from this example that we got the idea to have a mindful eating practice of our own. We settled on preparing a rhubarb mousse, as rhubarb is currently at the height of its growing season and freshness.
Mindful eating is the process of observing the food you consume in a non-judgmental manner, noticing both the physical and emotional sensations associated with food. This could take the form of learning where your food comes from, observing the sensory elements of a particular food, and taking the time to savor and appreciate a meal. Based on recent research by Susan Alvarez of the College of Worcester and the American Dietetic Association, this practice has been shown to help curb obesity, a major epidemic in our society, help people with eating disorders, and allow people to feel a deeper connection to their food. To further investigate this practice, we plan on creating a mindful meal prepared with local, seasonal ingredients and consumed in a mindful way.
We're at the People's Food Co. ready to start our mindful meal.
Once inside, we purchased heavy cream from Calder Dairy, a local dairy company, local eggs, and apple juice. And the star ingredient, a big bunch of local rhubarb. So here we are in our kitchen, getting ready to prepare our rhubarb mousse. We have our local Calder Dairy cream here, local eggs, and gorgeous local rhubarb. And we're going to start by cooking the rhubarb down to a puree.
The rhubarb mousse begins by boiling the rhubarb and apple juice together until tender. Next, we blended the rhubarb mixture with a pinch of salt, cinnamon, and a touch of brown sugar until pureed. We then placed the mixture back on the stove and whisked in 2 eggs. After allowing the mixture to cool, we whipped in egg whites in separate bowls until they were firm and folded the mixture into the rhubarb.
And here's the final mousse.
Now that we've finished making our mousse, we're going to eat it, mindfully, of course. This means that we're going to sit in comfortable positions, opening up our senses. And as Jack Kornfield noted, just trying to be centered and focused on the experience at hand. So we're going to be taking note of the texture, the flavor, the smell, the overall appearance, and most importantly, our emotional response to the food that we're consuming. So this eating process is going to be a little bit slower as we take the time to savor each dish and really concentrate on the complexities of the mousse. All right, so here we are with our rhubarb mousse. So as for the color, I would say that it looks kind of like, you can't really tell, but it looks like a peachy color. And it's pretty aerated with
light orange pink.
Yeah.
It's super cinnamony.
Yeah.
And aromatic.
And it smells like a rhubarb pie, kind of. It's just like...
It reminded me of apple pie. That was the first image that came into my head.
Good call.
It's really bubbly. It's hard to tell on film, but there's a ton of little air pockets from all the egg whites. So I bet it's going to be really light and frothy. I'm excited.
All right.
Let's try it.
Time to taste. We did this. This is awesome.
Yum. The air bubbles kind of pop on your tongue. It's awesome.
So it tastes pretty acidic, I would say, that it kind of like hits the back of your throat.
But it's pretty well balanced. It's sweet.
It is sweet.
But not too sweet.
I really like the texture. It's like, it tastes like kind of like an angel food cake or something. I mean, it doesn't taste like, but texture.
God, it just literally just dissolves on your tongue. It's so yummy.
So
this is very springy to me.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that.
Such a nice, like, feel like a nice accompaniment to, like, an outdoor barbecue.
Yeah.
A good dessert. Like, reminds me of those sorts of flavors.
It just is nice to see that, like, we've taken this rhubarb from, I mean, like, we saw where it was coming from, and the fact that, like, we took the time to prepare it and all of that, I feel like it just makes it go more full circle and, like...
It makes the food taste better.
Yeah. We created a mindful meal and had a great time doing so.
While this may not be the most realistic approach for every meal, increasing our mindfulness about the food we consume can improve both our physical and mental health as well as our relationship to food.
Lord, I've been working on it, baby. I've been thinking about it. You see,